there. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to share some exciting news to everyone who is involved or interested in the Beat Stomper community. Now, I would like to begin that we have added some new categories. So, for those of you who have been in the community before or have checked it out before, the categories are no stomp and no boost. Now, for those of you guys who know the community, those don't sound new. They sound like we have already done it before because we have. But the thing is, we added them into the individual level runs. Now, individual level runs are something I went over in a previous video, so if you guys would like to check that video out, going over every category and all their subcategories, that will be linked in the description below. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So, individual levels have now had no stomp and no boost added to most levels. Now, I'll be explaining the ones that don't have no boost. No stomp is on every single one except, level 4, which is just a run that I don't think anyone will ever attempt to go for. And Who You Are, obviously. Who You Are has no stomping or no nothing really. So those are the only two where no stomp or no boost was not added at all. I will not be going over any classic runs, so if you guys are just looking for the individual level achievements, this is not the video for you. I will be going over just a regular old no stomp and no boost subcategories for all these levels. So let's get right down to it. Alright, so before I move on to any of the individual level runs, I do want to mention that there was a rule that all the moderators talked about, and we have officially declared that before you start any of your individual level runs, you should, for example, on my left hand side, I will show that there will be need for you to show the level being locked before you start your run. So just keep that in mind. Always show that level being locked before you start your speedruns, because it's kind of hard to verify if we don't know if the level was locked, so we can't show if there was any splices or anything like that in the run. So keep that in mind, and now let's move on forward. So we'll be starting off with the basics. Level 1. So level 1 has no stomp. No stomp for level 1 is essential because there really is no need for no boost, as no boost is already added as its own achievement with StarDrive. So if you want to do a level 1 no booster run, that will just be StarDrive. There will be no runs accepted for level 1 without boosters, since that's already a category in its own. So the current world record for level 1, which is reaching level 50 points, is actually held by me. The current world record is 34.567. So yeah, pretty solid record for the first one, but it is definitely beatable. And yeah, so no stomp basically just means that you won't be stomping. If you have been seeing the example on my left hand side, you would see that there is no stomping, so you can't tap while you're in midair. You have to free fall and land in a platform. So you basically do that all the way to once you get to 50 points, the level will be unlocked, and that's when your run will end. Next up is going to be Apocalypse. So Apocalypse is a level where you have to boost 5 times, so only no stomp will be available for Apocalypse, same as level 1. The reason why is because you have to boost 5 times to unlock Apocalypse. So because you need to boost to get this achievement, there is no need for no boost, since it's impossible to get that achievement without boost. So yeah, the most optimal way to get there is to get to the 100th platform while hitting every booster on its way. Once you get the 100th platform booster, that's when your run basically ends. But doing that with no stomp is much easier said than done, since you have no aim towards your boost, the boost that you're trying to hit there. It's a little harder than the original classic mode of Apocalypse with just stomping and boost. So yeah, it's a tough challenge, and currently there is no world record, so if you'd like to try it out, knock yourself out, go for it. There is no world record, so it's a free world record for anyone who gets it first. Next up is Honesty in Time. So Honesty in Time is the first category that we have been talking about that has both no stomp and no boost. So with Honesty in Time no boost, the achievement will be reach 150 points without hitting a single booster. And extra lives are not allowed in this category, as extra life does give you a 22 platform boost after reviving you. So therefore, it would give you an unfair advantage to anyone who's actually doing it without boosters. So only 3 players in the game's lifetime have reached 150 points and above without boost. These players are SammyLol99, Qualin, and Electroweb, yours truly. So those are the only 3 players who have reached 150 points without any boost. So Honesty in Time no stomp will be the next category. In this case, you'd be reaching 150 points without stomping. So 150 points without stomping means you can use extra life to get the achievement. The achievement will still be unlocked even if you use an extra life. So just keep that in mind. It may not have any speedrunning advantages, but that's for you guys to find out. And yeah, right now there is no runs for it officially for either no boost or no stomp. So yeah, knock yourselves out. Only 2 players in the history of the game have reached 150 points without any stomps. These are Forja and Electroweb. But Lord Peroa also reached 150 points, but he did use an extra life. So technically 3 players have reached it, but without extra life, it's been 2 players. Next up will be Doesn't Matter. Now, Doesn't Matter also has no boost and no stomp. So the original achievement for Doesn't Matter is to reach exactly 100 points. So for no boost, it would be to reach 100 points exactly without any boost. Therefore, there's no extra life allowed, since that gives you an unfair advantage and a 22 boost advantage when extra lifing. So with no stomp, you'd be reaching 100 points exactly without any stomps, meaning you can't tap while you're in midair. And you are allowed to use extra life, though I'm not sure if that would be very helpful to your run, since it doesn't really give you an advantage. Next up will be StarDrive. Now, I did mention StarDrive earlier. StarDrive is basically a no boost variant of level 1. So in this case, you'd be reaching 50 points without any boost. Therefore, there is no boost variant, since you already have to do it without any boost, and it doesn't really make sense to make one when there already is just the classic mode, which is already no boost. So in this case, you would be doing StarDrive no stomp. Now, StarDrive no stomp is technically the only category in the individual level runs that is no stomp, no boost, which is the hardest category to get any significant achievement in. Now, in this case, you would be doing the achievement, which is reach 50 points without boost and without stomping, no extra life allowed. So extremely hard achievement to get. And currently, there's only 1 run submitted, so I'd like to congratulate Qualin for being the first ever to achieve this run early on too. Like, I didn't expect it to happen within the first year. His run was 1 minute 51 seconds .467. So incredible achievement, and honestly looking forward to see if anyone else can achieve this. Currently there's only 2 players who have reached this remarkable achievement of 50 plus points without any stomps. This is Qualin and Forja. Extremely tough achievement to get. I suggest everyone who plays this game to at least give it a shot. It's not really for the faint of heart, but it's extremely hard to get really good at this category. Finally, we'll be talking about Legend. Now, Legend is one of the most legendary runs out there because it is one of those categories everyone wanted out there, which is reach 200 points. But we have the no stomp and no boost categories. So we'll begin with no boost. So Legend's no boost would be reaching 200 points without boost, and you're not allowed to use extra life. So this is actually insane because only 2 players have ever reached 200 points without boost and without extra life, which is Wallen and Sammy Lowell 99. Both just amazing speedrunners, and honestly, I can't wait to see who gets the first run on this category. It's going to be so fun to watch the race for the first Legend no boost run. Now we move on to the Legend no stomp run. So Legend no stomp is actually a little bit tougher in my opinion, but that's just my personal opinion since you have no aim going into the higher levels. So that would be reaching 200 points without stomp. That would technically be the achievement. You are allowed to use extra life, but yeah, technically speaking, only 1 player has ever reached 200 points in B Stomper without using any stomps, and that would be me. Only I've done it, and technically Forja has also done it, but he did use an extra life, so technically there is 2 players who have reached it. So that's all the categories that I will be talking about today. If you guys would like to try half of these categories, go for it, you know? It is a free world record, and I would say free world record, but they're actually extremely tough. Like I said, if you guys would like to find out more about the other categories or more about B Stomper, I'll link a video down below explaining every category in B Stomper. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, hope you find it informative, and hope it inspired you to try B Stomper out for yourselves. And maybe, one day, you will hold a record yourself. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.